So therefore, Bezat Hashem, we should. I wanted to tell a little story that happened to me. I was on vacation recently, and what happened was I was in a synagogue, and there was a rabbi there that has problems with his feet. I saw him before when I was there 2-3 years ago. He was a rabbi from here in New York. He moved down to Florida. He has a hard time walking. Through COVID, he was a little bit sick. And what happened was, it was a Thursday, and in the morning, he got up and he put a piece of paper on the teva to collect money. So apparently people around them, they knew that he collects money on that particular day. And, people put money, $5, $10, $20, whatever. And I also was going to put some money. Man, I saw that he was walking very yet. And then he sat down. Yeah? As he sat down, I just, peripheral vision, I was just noticing. When it came down to Nagdishach, he didn't get up. He was doing Nagdishach sitting down. Why? Because he has difficulty with his feet. In my mind, yes, subconsciously, I said to myself, I don't get it. For tzedakah, he got up, even twice. He went up, turned a minat, sat down. For Nagdishach, he didn't get up. I had this thought in my mind, right? And whatever, it just went by. I mean, the guy's having problems. I had a flight that day around 3 o'clock. I go on the flight. The flight was a little bit delayed. It was heavy rain, this and that. We got home around 6, 7 o'clock. I take off my socks. My wife says, "Sweetie, what happened to your feet?" I look at my feet, swollen, both feet. I said, "What the heck? What's going on? Never had that in my life." And you know what? As soon as she said that to me, I couldn't walk now. All of a sudden, I felt pain. Before that, I was like crazy going back and forth. And what happened? I got concerned. I said, "Well, what is that?" And like that, Thursday night, I was walking like that. Friday morning, I was walking like that. Friday afternoon, Friday morning, I put my feet up on Thursday night, so it went a little bit down. Friday again, after work, I text one of my friends who's a whatever, PH, me. I said to him, "Yo, what is this? This and that." But I knew when I got it, because I thought about this rabbi.
Crazy.
And I said to myself, from that Thursday night, I was constantly praying, "Hashem, please forgive me. I know it's my fault. I had this in my mind. I know I shouldn't have thought that way. I didn't mean it. I really didn't look bad at him. It's just that the thought came to my head." You understand? Just the thought came to my head. I didn't say anything. I gave money, tzedakah, whatever. We had a conversation with him about certain halachic matter, which I, later on said. But you know what? Look how deep it goes as far as character refinement. That even the thought, you didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I said, "Yo, why don't you get up?" No. Subconsciously, because again, it wasn't on a conscious level. It was a subconscious level because I just saw him from peripheral vision that he was sitting. It was one of those glances, that you would do. In fact, sometimes we do these glances on a lady, and guess what? We forget about her, but she comes back at night. Do you know why? Because of this subconscious mind of ours that is bigger than the conscious mind.
The first look is free, no?
The first look is free only when you just accidentally look. But sometimes that first look is not an accidental look. But what I'm trying to say is, we all went through that, correct? We all went through that glance, and then we forget about it, and at night it becomes a whole movie. You hear? So this same thing, this thing was a major avirah on my part. I did a big sin about thinking about this rabbi, that has difficulty walking.
Isn't it Avera though?
Again, as far as I'm concerned, yes it was. You know why? Hashem showed me what he gave me the same thing he had.
Yeah, but do you get punished for your thought?
Do you know how I was walking? I was walking like he was walking. That whole Friday and Saturday, I'm telling you, I was walking like, and every moment that I was walking, it's like, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean. And you know what? Baruch Hashem, by Saturday night, it left. I'm pretty good right now. Baruch Hashem, I haven't had that. But you know what Hashem said to me? I give you a little bit of test. I'll give you a test of his.
Did you sit down during the Nishach?
What? No, I didn't. I didn't sit down.
It's called character refinement.
But exactly.
He's working. He realized it.
Yeah.
And even on that, he realized it. That's the most important thing. First is to realize it.
Don't lie. That's the thing. He just said, "Don't lie." You know what purpose could say? Nah, I was tired. I was sitting on a plane, which I was on a plane. And yes, I was sitting. But you know what? Many times I was sitting on a plane there. I never had swollen feet. So what was the punching point of the whole thing? For me to realize, even the subconscious thought of having somebody in mind and looking at him not favorably, right? Hashem said that. But you know what? Thank God, He gave it to me right there. And I was to realize, Imagine it happened a month later, then I wouldn't realize. Because I'd be like, yo, what's going on here, you know? But that happened so close that it
Can I not say that?
1,000,000% it was that. You hear? And if we are going to be close to Hashem like this, where we have a connection, when we have a closeness to Hashem, you know what He does to us? He shows us what we need to know right away. He gives, as opposed to giving it to us later. And I tell a lot of people, what do you think? The fact that you went to Bahal Mar 2 months ago, what you're having right now is not because of that? It is. It just happens to come later. You hear? And you don't make that association. You don't make that association. Similarly with whatever else we do. You hear? But we have to make the association at all time. That the reason we get it is because we did something that was a flaw in our character. That was a flaw in our mindset. And therefore that's why we got punished. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen. Amen.